And welcome back to Factorio Hyperbase, where we are trying to build a very large gigabase. So much larger than my last gigabase that I'm calling this one a Hyperbase. Now, these are going to be greens. We're going to need a input line down the back. We are going to need, oops, that's too far, a single gap there. So if you are making belt, you can be making the cogs, so can you, and you can make the inserters, because that is what green science takes. That only needs iron. This one needs iron and gears. So we are basically going to run iron up to there, and this one is going to be green circuits. And then they can output on in the front. Something like that. Green science. Oh, we've got 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another 5. Good, we can make them. These bots that keep coming to steal my stuff. Oh, we can make blue inserters now. I only just noticed that. Oh, and we need to be doing tech constantly. We can only do the red stuff at the moment, which does not leave us many good options. Why is that half marked off? Oh, because we need landfill first. Interesting. Bullet damage, not that it's useful to us, but we do want to get through everything. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's 12 green machines to our 10 red machines. Now, if only I had some inserters, and for that, it looks like I need iron. Oops. Here we go. Oops. Oh, now I'm having to build green circuits. Don't want that. We're going to have to steal them off the belt. Now the thing is, the green circuit should actually come through to here, because they will replace the copper at this point. I might just get rid of that actually. That construction is just to force everything down to here so that it can then be brought out to this belt for now. that one. And bullet damage 1 is done. Let's do that one. Bullet damage shooting speed. Right, we need more of these guys. Oh, that's not quite what I had in mind here. This needs to... this actually should just carry on straight to there. Let's get rid of this one. What I want is a little diversion like that, so that this place is on the inside, so that we get them both on the 2 lanes. Now, that should cover that with power. Final 2 bits are just to connect up the copper. No, there's no copper. The iron. This just needs iron and the green circuits, which means we need one more inserter. We have the inserter. That should do. So this is green circuits. Oops. And another tech is done. Get another tech happening. May as well be this one. As you can see, we're virtually out of red tech already that we can do. So what I need to do here is actually where is it? Not that, not that. This thing. That just means that we have a continuation of the belt in the direction that it should go, and we need some more of these. That's what we need. We actually need some more of those. So, now we're out of belt as well. 3 bits of belt will be 1 too few. Can I make 1 belt? Yes, I can. Oh, and now we need a few more inserters as well. Is that the very last red research we can do? Possibly just in time. And you'll see how this one puts it all on the right place. And there you go. We now should have green research available. Alright, let's grab some more belt. The next part of what we need to do is we need to fill out proper 4 lanes and green circuits. And actually there's no end of the things that we need to do, so let's get up here and get onto it. There should be a fair amount of belt in here at this point. 700. So I think what I want to do the most is increase the smelting, the iron smelting. Copper's probably coping fine. I should have grabbed my car. I've only got 5 of those guys left. That's a problem. But we have already exhausted one here, so let's pick that guy up. I guess we can lay them down at least. And take this down to the second stack. There we go. Now that should be fairly timely because we need radars all over the place, but we should have green science now, so we can start getting something useful. What would be useful? What's logistics 2? Red belt, we don't really need that yet. That would enable us to actually start building the better power poles or engines to push to or steel smelting. We're actually building these or going through the techs faster than we can keep up, even with the benefit of all of our bots. So I guess what I'm going to do is grab some stone. Don't mind getting a little bit of pathway as well. That means we can build out enough furnaces to lay this one down. It looks like we could use a bunch of inserters as well, which is not surprising. So let's get a few of those happening. We have some belt. A little bit of a queue, so we need to get a make everything factory happening really soon as well. Now, I sometimes prioritize making a railway segment before the make everything. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this case. We still have a bit of expansion we can do here. There is no sign of oh, that's where our car is, right. I need to get radars down as well. Maybe we'll add a few to this queue. If our robots ever get back to us, perhaps they can actually start being useful here. Here we go. Don't expect miracles though, right? We might as well get rid of more of our wood. Was hoping these bots might actually lay the boring poles down for me, but you know, I might be expecting a bit too much as well. Oops. Come on, bots, do just one job would be fine. These are powered. A big cloud of them trying to come over to recharge. Probably recharge and take everything useful that I have on me so that I can't actually complete my project here, but if you left them long enough, I'm sure they would come through for me. Oh, I'm missing a stone furnace right there. There really isn't much logic to how they seem to operate. They seem to try and do the work that's furthest away from you first. Whereas I think I'd prefer if they did the close-up work, but never mind. There we go, sort of another row of iron. Now I could do with a pathway up here. There's the car. Probably do with using the car a little bit as well. We've finally completed one of those. Let's get engines. They're going to be very useful very soon. Oh, we're still building green circuits. Taking a little bit longer than I was anticipating. way. Here we go. That should help just a little bit. Now, try not to destroy our infrastructure along the way. What we're going to do is we are going to flesh out the oops. We're going to flesh out the green circuits a little bit better. By building up at least, you know, a couple of pairs of these machines so that we can get a decent flow going, a couple of sets. We can build 11 of those. We're going to need these soon enough, but I'll just get the other ones happening first. Now, it's going to take a while. We're building up this, which is probably the least priority, but never mind. We've got 5 now, good. So basically, a fairly simple system like so. You are mine. Hey, come back. Dear. So at the moment the green circuits are probably slowing down our production. Of science. Green finished. Alright. What next? We're not going to need landfill, but the water fill is locked behind it, so maybe we will get it going for now. One, two, three. Oh. Crazy number of inserters required, and we need a bit more power up here as well. Oops. There. Oops. So that's a little bit more oomph coming through the green circuit, or at least there should be. And the same on the other side. More inserters. And we need iron to come through to this one here. and some more. Carefully remove that so that we can put one of those in. Hopefully our bots do the job we actually want them to fairly soon. Maybe by getting out of range of the other jobs, we have a chance with that. Ooh, landfill finished. Let's do the water fill as well. What do we need? We need electronic circuit, which means we need a bit of these. Oh, that's only enough for 2. One way to get plate. Make your robots pick you up some. Missing one segment right there. Oh. No, we are missing some other bits there as well. Come on, do these bits, guys. I'm going to stand over here, so it's harder for you to reach the more distant parts. There we go. And we are going to need to do that with our copper as well. If this ever finishes. Not entirely convinced these bots are helping me all that much. They just seem to be stealing resources. Alright, let's get something else happening. Lab research speed. We're going through lab speed so quickly. Yeah, maybe tool belt. Just get that done. There is no... Oh, it's because green circuits are really costing us at the moment. Oops. How that one is. No, but this is actually probably slightly better. Come on. Oh, bots have stolen. And underground. Alright, fine. And power, finally. So now just circuits to go. That probably needs to go over one more. There we go. Oop. One more segment just there. And complete this part just here. And we have, well, we haven't done anything yet. Now we have quadrupled our throughput of green circuits. Hooray us, it's still not nearly enough. Although this is backing up now, are we getting these guys backing up along here? No, not yet. How many of those do you actually need? Just the one every half second. Interesting. Well, the big question now is, do we... Oh. Tell you one thing we do for sure, and that is we fix this up. We need at least a couple more of those. There we go. Do we go straight into the normal make everything or my rail make everything? Because certainly it's one or other of the two, and oh, we were missing something there as well. While we ponder that, let's grab something else. I guess we are probably going to want oil processing pretty soon, since it is vital for progress if we're going to get to the next tier of stuff. Like blue is on the horizon. Not that we need that one for very soon though. We probably need to go up the logistics path. Forget exactly what we need. Lab speed isn't a bad thing to get ever. Getting steel furnaces will be a good thing. Quite a few of these military upgrades, not so much. Let me just see what's going on down here. It looks like we're getting enough green circuits now for this to come out continuously. We're only up to this point though. I just want to be sure that the flow can reach the end. Should be able to. So it takes 6 seconds for these to process. And these machines are faster as well. That actually looks like we've got some banked up, doesn't it? Yeah, it's still not getting through to the end, so we will speed it up and see what happens. Now we're short on those, so I guess another 3 of these are in order. That should be enough coming out now to push to the end here. There we go. So yeah, the beginning parts of creating the factory tend to be more or less rote even. Let's just make this 4, so I want to leave 1 gap. But generally have these walkways in between things. So 1 gap, and then I think I find normally with my make everything that I end up with up to about 4 paths coming in this side, with the first one being iron, and this is not ideal. Are we below, or are we at the right point? I think we're at the right point. No, it's not there. It's the next one over. Hey! Hey! Stealing them for over here! Come on! Enough of that. There'll be enough soon for everyone. Okay. Do I need that last one? I'm not sure. I don't think I do actually. It's 4, 4, so this could just be a direct belt, but we are now out of belt yet again. I might just use this rather than trying to find my car, which is up here. Now if the bots built this one, it would be a lot more useful. Grab some more belt resource. That seems like a fair bit. Let's make sure we have this path. There we go. This lower bit seems to have been filled out more effectively than the upper bit. So yeah, my make everything. Okay, so for the belt-based make everything, I use a form that I guess. Ooh, research oil. I don't know. Oh, eco unfriendly. Fair enough. Let's just use some of these machines for now. Oh, look at all those green circuits they want. That's not good enough. We are going to have to help ourselves to green circuits. We should not be building green circuits now. That's not good. Let us get something else happening. Plastics. Is that flammables? What does that lead to? Just weapons mainly. Logistics. Did I get engines? What do we need to get railway? We need logistics. Okay, let's do that. Now, let's get 20 of those built. They'll do to get this up and running. We'll obviously replace them later, but just as a start. So, yeah, the usual system here is to... I think they need a whole gap so use that for spacing. And those are way too close, I think, so I'll take off this row altogether. So the idea is you need to decide pretty early on whether you are going to have blue belts. If you are, you might really need 12, but these 6 of the 9 cog machines. Iron gear wheels, we will then be supporting belt coming through here from up there, and also iron belt coming through from down here to another 3. So 9 in total, because we're only going to go to red belt. And then we can immediately start building the belt. We need a whole gap, don't we? And that will be the red belt. I think we need the standard transport belt in the middle. Are we not? Where are the splitters? Oh, no, in those we can't build splitters, right. But splitters need, yeah, they all need transport belts. So transport belt gets built in the middle. On this side we will build the underground. On this side we will upgrade to one of these flash blue guys, so that we can build the splitters. And then these are the red equivalents. Let's just extend this out. And the same sort of thing on the other side with an intake of iron. I might even quickly blueprint that, because we need that. There. And that. I don't actually need this path at this point. Come on, guys. Hurry it up. Right. I also need iron to come in here and here. We need one more here as well. Right, and inserters, but we are getting close to... Hey, come back. Stealing my inserters again. Alright, let's grab a bunch of these, because that saves a heap of time on building inserters. And some iron. Oi, come back. Okay. Robots, enough of this. I need my inserters. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the RoboPort out so that I can get this done. There's 2 robots somewhere. Right. So these create a internal path of the cogs, which pretty much everything else kind of needs to use. So it's quite clever in that way. Yeah, I better sort out what I need for these guys. I think it is just green and iron plate. So what we might actually do for that one, in fact, is run the iron plate from that side, and this will be green circuits. In due course. Now, we don't have any of these guys left, so we better build some. I think this will work. See soon enough. So the these guys need their iron gear wheel from there. Actually, we can take it from both sides. Iron gear wheel and their iron plate, and they output into a box. That can go there. We need a bunch more of the undergrounds. And at least one more of these. Oops. Thanks. Auto replace. Just give me the splitter back. They need... They don't actually need cogs at all. They just need the belt plus iron, and that can go into a steel chest. Let's get some power onto this. Is any of that powered? No. Logistics finished. we'll get back to the science in a moment. They have power? Yes, they do. So we should have power down below now. Fastest way back down is that. Let's jump in here. What else do we want? The oil industry is always useful. Let's grab a bit of that. So we've got power here, 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 here. Here, here, here. So, we seem to be missing one just there. Okay, so now we are making belt, and we are making underground. Let's grab a bit of that. Well, let's first of all probably lock that off. Maybe 4 stacks. This I'm tempted just to keep that running, really. Let's grab what we've got already. Not very many, but that's kind of okay. We need these guys. So this is green circuits. We need to get the green circuits from over here. So we need to make this an even split off thingamy-bob. We can probably put our bots back in for this operation. There we go. And then belt down here until we get to this part. Where we want this to head in this direction. I think bots have outlived their usefulness, so let's is that? I think that's right. With a bit of luck, this has built a whole bunch of undergrounds for us. 20, that's not too terrible. There we go. Bots can help out again. What are we missing? We're missing iron plates, so let's grab some more iron plate. Build a few of these. There we go. We are missing some inserters. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Early bots. Maybe not such a good idea after all. Alright, come back to me. I don't know how long this episode has been, but I think, there we go, I think that's all 50. It is. Just stay there, guys. I need to actually finish what I'm trying to build, okay? Yep, that's all that we need. Not sure if I really do want to limit that like that, but we will for now. So yeah, that's probably about as far as we're going to go this episode. Next episode we'll extend this out. We'll put inserters in next probably, and assembly machines, which are pretty vital to everything we're doing. So thanks for joining me for this. We'll talk more about where we're going with the Hyperbase probably in the coming episodes as well, so look forward to that. See you soon, guys. Bye bye for now.